G'day, Paul Kennedy here again from Bainbridge. Today we'll be running through how our lithium batteries are actually put together and what's inside the actual lithium box. So I've got Chris with me down at the factory here today. Chris will explain how the 110 amp 12 volt battery gets assembled and put together. Chris?
Oh, thanks, Paul. The major components in the battery are the cell, the enclosure, and the control system, which is called the BMS, the battery management system. First of all, hard case prismatic cells, so aluminium case on the cells that get put together into an array that looks something like this. It's called a cell link board. All made here in Brisbane. Cell link boards bring these into a nice tight array. They're then charged in our charging station and ready to go into the battery. The aluminium enclosure is powder coated. There's also some conformal coat and some silicon added to the bottom here to make sure that it's waterproof. And this powder coat enclosure is then fixed with the lid, and the lid's got the various terminals depending on the configuration, the voltmeter, the waterproof momentary switch, and an inspection port.
Chris, it's my understanding that also makes it fire retardant, fireproof?
Absolutely, yes.
Yep.
And if there's any problem with the cells, the fact that there's no oxygen able to get into the unit inside there will quell any type of combustion, so it's very, very safe.
Yep.
Okay, so the cells into an array looks something like this when it's finally finished. Put it into an enclosure. Before we finish off the electronics, you notice the electronics are very, very well protected at the top, and all the fittings are stainless. Once the BMS is placed inside the enclosure there with the stainless fittings, then we do a final coating of a very expensive European material, which is called conformal coat. We give that a good coat of this conformal coat to make sure that it's weather resistant and no moisture or any type of atmospheric conditions can affect the electronics.
Good.
So that's the 12-110, and it's very similar really to what we're doing with the 24-110 and the 36-110. So Paul, that's the basic building blocks of the battery.
Thanks for helping out today, Chris. If there's any inquiries, any questions regarding our marine grade of battery, don't hesitate to give me a bell. Thank you.